this is Gina with Gina'sCraftingSpot.com, and I'm doing a close to my heart video today, and I am going to be using this stamp set. It's called Stella Workshop. Here it is, Stella Workshop, and it has these very cute images on it, like the lampshade, and you add the different, you know, patterns that you want on it. I'm going to be using the chair and the I Cherish You, and also this, can you see that border right there? Looks like a stitch. So I'm going to use those three out of that set. So what I'm going to do first is stamp everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to go around the this piece of white, which measures 3 by 4 1/4, so that way I can you know, be sure I don't mess up on this before I do my embossing, because I am going to emboss the chair, which is my main image. So I'm just going to go around my piece. I'm going to do the 2 long sides first. And just ink it using the, this is Indian Corn Blue from Close to My Heart. And then I'm going to be sure that my marks go the same way. Yes, I was right. Or not the same way, so, you know, frames. Right, okay, so then I'm just going to, there's a, this is a little longer than my 3 and, the 3 1/4, or 3 rather, for this little side, so I'm just not going to ink up all of the little stitch marks, so they will not overlap. I need to take off another couple. So 5, I guess, I need to clear off. So I just cleared off 5 of them. Okay, and it's okay if it doesn't match perfectly, because I'm going to put add something to there, a little embellishment. I'll just go ahead and tell you it's a little rhinestones in the corners. All right, and the final one. So I am done with this, and what I use to clean my stamps, I got it with my consultant kit. It's a Close to My Heart double scrubber, and then you get the spritz as well to clean these, you know, good quality stamps. All right, so with that same, no, let's do the chair first. We're going to do the chair, and I'm using the Desert Sand pad. And I'm also going to use the, like I said, the chair, which is right here. And I put it on, I think this is a 3 by 3. This is my 3 by 3 Close to My Heart block. So what I'm going to do, I don't have this color embossing powder, so I do have the clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp with Versamark. Stamp it really, really well. Really all covered, and then I'm going to quickly put it in my Desert Sand, and then I'm going to stamp it, and I should get this color with the stays on, and I can emboss it. And there we go. So it is wet, so I'm going to go ahead and take my clear embossing powder that I just put in my little containers. So just put this right on here. And I'm just putting it into a coffee filter for now, just to catch all the excess. Needs a little more just in case. All right, and then I'm just going to take my heat gun and hit it with that, and then it will get shiny as it's melting. pretty. You don't want to stay on one spot too long after it's melted, because then it will lose its shine. Make sure I get all that. And then if it, I got it all. And then if it puckers, you just put it a little bit on the back, kind of even it out. All right, done with that. So now I have my pretty embossed image. Shiny, I could tell. Just with the clear. And then I'm just going to take the sentiment, which is I cherish you. And I'm going to use the same blue, the Indian corn blue that I used for the stitches. I'm just gonna find the center point. Try to get it right in the middle. Apply pressure, but try not to rock. And there you go, very beautiful. Stamps just wonderfully. All right, and then I'm gonna take all my layers. So what I did for the base is I just took a piece of 8.5 by 11 inch white cardstock and I cut it in half, and then I scored it in the middle, and let me see, this is, it just opens to the side. So I cut it at, it was 8.5 by 11, and I cut it at 5.5, I believe. And then I scored it at 4 1/4. And then I used, all I did was just use my bone folder to smooth it down. And then what I have is this pretty paper is from the Pemberley collection. I'll show you real quick. This is the Pemberley collection. I think it's really pretty. It has, you know, a few of these different patterns. They're double-sided. Good quality pattern paper. It's not really flimsy. And then this collection also comes with the solids, the 12 by 12, 6 pattern and 6 12 by 12 cardstock sheets that coordinate, which is great for me because sometimes I just don't know what to, which colors to use. So it helps me a lot. So then I'm going to take my ATG gun and adhere this layer. And what I did before, after I cut it, I just took one of these little sponge daubers and I dipped it in my desert sand and I just went around the edge of all my layers. And then I will do that here with this white layer, just a little bit, just with whatever is left on my sponge dauber. Oh, being summoned.
Mom!
Yes, Kylie?
Guess what?
I'm doing a video.
Wait, Mom, before we get down here. Guess what?
I'm doing a video. Could you wait 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I just went around the edges with this sponge dauber.
Can I say hello?
You could say hello.
Hello!
That's my daughter Kylie Blair. So this you could see is a pretty paper, two-sided, has that same blue that we're going to be using as well. So I'm going to take this yellow. Like I said, I'm using my ATG gun because this is what I have handy and I love my ATG gun. But Close to My Heart has a lot of great adhesives for you to use. Alright, I'm going to try to center it, and the way I find it easiest is to turn it sideways. I'll just try to eyeball for it to be in the middle. So there's that one layer, and then this one measured 4 by 5 1/4, and then this printed, the opposite side of the yellow is 3 3/4 by 5, and I did the same thing with the sponge dauber. Okay, hold on 1 second, okay? So here's this one. contemplated using a ribbon. What I did was I took my Close to My Heart seam binding. It's color ready seam binding ribbon that you could dye, and it's 10 yards. And what I did was I just ran it through my, I used my Indian corn blue pad, and I literally just ran the pad over my stamp pad, or my ribbon, just like that, until it was all dyed. And then I waited, you know, a while for it to dry. I tried doing it with the what's that called?
Heat gun.
With the heat gun. Thank you, Kylie. With the heat gun, but it still took a while to dry. So I would suggest, you know, doing it ahead of time. So I did that, but I don't know how it's going to actually look.
If we behaved, you said you're going to take us to Cape Family Fun Center.
Okay, we'll see. Let me finish my video. So what I had is in mind to put a ribbon on it, but I'm not going to do it for this one. I'm going to save this for another one, I think. Doesn't look like there's enough space there. So what I'm going to do is pop up this top panel. I love the way it embosses. Alright, and I'm going to take some of the foam tape and just add that to the back. I'm going to take 5 pieces, one for each corner and one for the middle, so it won't sag on me. Yes, Kylie?
We're going to go see someone you like.
Ooh.
Till you have to be done.
You know what, this isn't popped up enough for me. I'm going to put another layer, a double layer of it. You going to go see Brave?
No.
Alright, so, I'm just...
It's not at the movies.
Oh, okay. Alright, why don't you go upstairs and I'll be there in a minute, okay? Go on.
I'll tell you down here.
Alright, so I'm just taking all this off. I wish I would have thought about it before, then I wouldn't have made you wait, but... Okay, so here's double. And then, like I said, I'm going to add some rhinestones to each of the corners. And then we will be done. Okay. And I'm just going to find the center. Put that. Put this down. Alright, so you can see it's raised. And then, alright, last thing. I'm going to use these sparkles and just put one in each corner. Excuse me. Could I use, you know what, let me just use my bone folder for the second maybe. To grab them up and then just put them in this area where it didn't quite meet in the middle. Try to hide it. See, you can't even tell it was kind of off. So, yeah. All right. Alright, and there we go. That's my I Cherish You card, so I hope you enjoyed, and please visit my blog at ginascraftingspot.com. Thanks for watching. Bye!